Who should be the 14th Doctor? Can we not just stick with the 13th for a bit, not gonna lie? Now, yes, I will still kind of like continue with the video format, but my first kind of thought is, genuinely, I don't think Jodie's had enough of a run yet. Like, especially if this last season, because of lockdown, is going to be like 8 episodes, and it might even be 7 and a special. Well, I don't think Jodie's reached her full potential yet. I definitely want to see her continue on in the role. Yes, I'm kind of late to this trend, but even like a month after seeing the news that she like might leave, I think I want series 14 with Jodie, so I wouldn't really want her to leave. But there are also some candidates I'll be really excited to see in the role of the 14th Doctor. So let's talk about them. However, I'm not going to make suggestions that are completely oblivious. Like, I'm not going to suggest that Ian McKellen's going to step into the role. Even though I'd really like to see that. You shall not pass! Also, can we appreciate, look at that. Look at that! It's genuinely a drawing I did. Somehow I also met Colin Baker on this day. I can't actually remember the story behind that, but I know I met Colin Baker and drew this on the same day. I think it was at some convention type thing. So let's talk about my semi-reasonable to pretty reasonable ideas for the 14th Doctor. An obvious one is Joe Martin. A twist could be revealed in Series 13 that Joe Martin will be the 14th Doctor. I mean, I wouldn't probably want another 3-series run with that, because I feel like if you had Series 12 all the way to like Series 16, I feel like the show might not stay fresh and relevant, maybe. But then again, Joe Martin, we just haven't seen enough of her performance to fully grasp whether this is a real Doctor that we can cling to. But from her first performance, yeah, I could happily see a series or 2 series with series. I could happily see that go on, yeah. Now, another obvious big name is Michael Sheen. Now, I've seen Michael Sheen kind of like pop up in like bits here and there, but I mean, I mainly got to know him in Good Omens and then Staged. The BBC thing, you might not be as familiar with Staged. It's kind of like a lockdown comedy, but Good Omens and Staged. And then I kind of like watched some of his other films. He appeared in a kind of like documentary, like life documentary about Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, playing Chris Tarrant. And overall, I would love to see Michael Sheen take on this role. He definitely has the range for it. And I think he could bring a fun energy, but some very, very serious moments. A bit more like, I feel like this could be Matt Smith meets Peter Capaldi in a weird way. But I would love to see that, and I'd love to see big old Welshie Michael Sheen take on the role. Another kind of older actor I'd like to see take on this role is Robert Carlyle. Now again, I've kind of seen him in films occasionally, but he really came to mind when watching Once Upon a Time. I think he was in running for the 10th Doctor back in the day, but on Once Upon a Time he creates this kind of twisted character. It'd be quite, I think it would be a bit of a darker Doctor, but overall you can see in some of his other film performances and some other like TV appearances he's done like recently, like he's such a versatile actor, and I think the way he transforms himself in Once Upon a Time for his role, I believe his versatility, and I think he could be an excellent Doctor. I don't think this would happen. She quite likes to do American series, but Hayley Atwell, I think Peggy Carter, obviously, and she's done a couple of other bits here and there, but I think Peggy Carter, that real heroic stoicism of the Doctor could be really, really well shown here, and I think Hayley Atwell would be just a very fun choice, and I would really enjoy that, actually. I really would. I think someone like Idris Elba is a maybe that would do it. I mean, I'd love to see him take it on, but I don't feel too confident putting him in this list, because, like, I just don't think he would genuinely do it, especially because he's getting, like, some, like, decent film roles at the moment in America, so I don't think he would do it. But I would genuinely love to see him do it. I think he'd be fantastic. However, this is my choice for the 14th Doctor. I don't think it will happen, because I don't think he would be that interested in the role. But I really want to see Adrian Lester take on the 14th Doctor. Now, he was in Russel, so that went on 8 series. It was a show I kind of grew up with. Such a brilliant show. And overall, not only that, I loved his performance in that, but also he's just a very good Shakespearean actor, and we can see from performers like David Tennant that a Shakespearean actor, you have to be very talented to do Shakespeare well, so I believe that that gravitas can kind of be transferred into the Doctor. I also think I would like to see a black person take on the role of the Doctor full-time in the TARDIS. That's why I think it would be very important to Joe Martin to take on the TARDIS. Like, imagine if Joe Martin, the first Black Doctor, whether she's the first Black female Doctor or not, imagine the first Black Doctor not being given a full run in the TARDIS. Like, that isn't ideal, but I do think it's time. I think if the Doctor can regenerate into a female, which I will admit, at the time I didn't like, but I think science fiction is a place that you can do brilliant things in, and representation is about representing different groups, and when you have a Doctor that can represent everyone through different incarnations, that's important. And I feel like it is time for a Black Doctor to fully be in the TARDIS. I think Joe Martin would be a great choice. I think Adrian Lester would be my choice, because I think he'd do the role of brilliant service. Whether any of my picks in this choice I'll be very happy with. I'd also really like to see Robert Carlyle do it. I think Robert Carlyle would be my other big one for this role, because I think seeing Robert Carlyle take on the Doctor would be magnificent. So, what did you think about my picks? What I will do, I will give you an extra bonus. So, if you comment as many suggestions as you want in the comments, if I get enough suggestions, let's say if I get 10 suggestions total, I have to make a video ranking your suggestions. So please comment down below and give me some content. Like, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you soon, because you've subscribed.
This is Willany, and if you're not already subscribed to The Nerdy Brit, right, you should be, right? If you're not, you're a loser too.